So Donald Trump is currently getting laughed at all over social media, all over the media in general, after his debate comments that the Springfield, Ohio migrants, the illegal immigrants, are eating the cats, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this sounded asinine, this sounded ridiculous, this sounded crazy coming from the mouth of Donald Trump. I thought it was ridiculous myself. But after doing some deep digging, after doing some deep research, comes to find out that the Orange Man was telling somewhat of the truth. The mainstream media was not going to report this. The mainstream media was not going to tell you this was happening. I had to find this footage from social media, from Twitter/X, from TikTok. I could not find this footage of a legacy media. Couldn't find it off MSNBC. I couldn't find it off CNN. I couldn't find it on ABC. I only found this footage off Twitter and TikTok, two social medias that the Democrats, that the left are trying to get rid of. I wonder why. Now right here, these three footages I'm about to play for you guys is town hall meetings from the Springfield, Ohio residents talking about the impact of the Haitian migrants that is causing damage to their community. This is dating back to a year ago. They were going into these town hall meetings a year in advance, telling the city officials that, hey, the migrants are causing a problem. There's too much. They need to go back. There was one black man who even said, yes, I've seen these migrants going into the park, grabbing up ducks, chopping their head off and eating them and walking away like it was a piece of chicken. Why was the mainstream media not reporting this? This is coming from the words, from the mouths, from the lips of the Springfield, Ohio residents. This isn't AI edited. This isn't an edited image. This isn't Adobe Edit. This is a Springfield town hall residents meeting where they're coming and expressing their frustrations to city officials. But Springfield, Ohio Mayor Rob Bruce saying this is not happening. Of course he's going to say this is not happening. When you go Google it, you don't see nothing about this besides that they're bashing Donald Trump for saying this outrageous lie. But when you listen to the words of the Springfield, Ohio residents at a town hall meeting expressing their frustrations over the Haitian migrants taking their town, their community over, it speaks volumes. So take a look at three of these videos.
Approached yesterday by a non-speaking or non-English speaking member of the community now, one of our new residents, that apparently purchased my home. I was not aware. No one told me until yesterday morning. And this gentleman came up and put a 3-day notice on my door. I've been a resident there for 6 years. He did not speak English. But he came up and told me I have 3 days. 3 days. To move out of my home. I'm getting pushed out of my home by someone that can't speak my language and doesn't know the law and doesn't know the rules of what an eviction is or what communication is, because he can't tell me. It's not his fault. But I want to know where the resources are for us, because I don't get rental assistance. My $15 an hour, I make too much. I took a pay cut because my employer had to outsource the company I work for overseas. I had to take a pay cut of a fourth of what I made. And now on top of that, I'm being asked to leave my home by someone that can't communicate this to me. We're getting pushed out of this community. I was born here.
I want to be compassionate here. Your time is up.
Laws and culture is 180 degrees different of what they're used to. And one of the things that I heard that bothered me very much, I've actually had quite a few people contact me here lately, is some pretty horrid things occurring to domesticated animal in the neighborhood. We've had some stuff in the park that, again, they're being taken advantage of for reasons other than, and if you shake your head, Brian.
No. I asked me if there was proof. Just don't have proof of it. We've heard the same thing.
People that have confided in me have asked me for anonymity. I can't give their names up.
I mean, we haven't seen the proof that you're telling, and I've heard about it too.
Yeah.
I think it's like kind of odd that like a guy like me has to come out from doing what I do on a daily basis to have fun, because I see what's going on in these streets, and I see you guys just sitting up there in them comfy chairs and suits, and I'm getting out here every day and I'm broadcasting this, and you guys are just sitting up there in suits or something. Like, I really challenge you guys to get out here and do something. These Haitians are running into trash cans. They're running into buildings. They're running into, they flipping cars in the middle of the street. And I don't know how, like, y'all can be comfortable with this. Like, I don't know, like, who's getting paid from this. I honestly feel like someone's getting paid from it in the background. You got a bunch of people on a bus getting dropped off at a gas station to come down here. I know a single mom that FaceTimed me this morning at the welfare office that really need something. And it's nothing but immigrants over there. And I don't even want to seem like I'm coming down on the immigrants, because it's the people that's bringing them down here. Because wherever they're at, that's what they're used to, bro. They're in the park grabbing up ducks by their neck and cutting their head off and walking off with them and eating them.
And again, you saw the dates, October 10th, 2023, earlier this year, March 12th, 2024, and the black guy, August 27th, 2024, and his testimony speaks volumes that, hey, they're doing this. They're grabbing up these ducks, these animals, and chopping their head off. Now, yes, did Donald Trump maybe exaggerate a little bit about the pets, about the cats, about the dogs? Yes, this man says some outlandish shit out there, rightfully so, okay? Rightfully so for him to be, mocked. But he wasn't far off the grid. He said, hey, look, the main point is that the illegal immigrants, no matter what nationality or what country they came from, they're causing damage to the United States. The fact that the states are giving them funding that should be going to help improving these communities in the states are going to the migrants. They need to get the hell up out of there. The fact that we have an open border under the Joe Biden and Kamala Harris administration needs to be fixed. The fact that the Democrats always try to push this border thing, that the Republicans want a wide open border, needs to be fixed. It is a problem. It's the fact that Kamala Harris keeps lying about the border. She never been there. The fact of the matter is that the Venezuela gangs have been taking over certain states in the United States, and the mainstream media is not reporting this. Yet there's video evidence of this happening. Is a problem. It is a big problem that needs to be fixed. The fact of the matter is that former former Border Patrol, his name is Aaron Haytink, even testified saying that yes, the Joe Biden and Kamala Harris administration wanted him to hide numbers of the true crisis that was going on down at the southern border.
In San Diego, we had an exponential increase in significant interest aliens. These are aliens with significant ties to terrorism. Prior to this administration, the San Diego sector averaged 10 to 15 SIA arrests per year. Once word was out the border was far easier to cross, San Diego went to over 100 SIAs in 2022, well over that in 2023, and even more than that registered this year. These are only the ones we caught. At the time, I was told I could not release any information on this increase in SIAs or mention any of the arrests. The administration was trying to convince the public there was no threat at the border. Fentanyl is another issue. The San Diego area sees between 80 and 90% of the methamphetamine and fentanyl seizures annually for our entire country. With little enforcement at the border, these drugs were coming through in mass. During my last year in San Diego, the price for a single pill of fentanyl, for example, went from $10 to 25 cents. To make matters worse, during 2022 and 23, I had to shut down San Diego traffic checkpoints, which are critical for drug interdiction, because the resources had been diverted to the process and release mission. The large numbers also had and still have a negative impact on the San Diego community. I had to release illegal aliens by the hundreds each day into communities who could not support them. To quiet the problem, 2 flights a week were provided from San Diego to Texas. These flights simply brought aliens that would have been released in San Diego over to Texas. Each flight cost approximately $150,000. This was the administration's way to try and quiet the border-wide crisis.
This is his own testimony right here at a hearing. He said that they wanted the data hidden of the terrorist encounters at the border. The fact that they were paying $150,000 in flights to fly illegals from San Diego to Texas. The fact that they were given zero resources to track fentanyl. And fentanyl over the last couple years have been the #1 drug killer in the United States. The fact that former Texas Sheriff Javier Zalara flip-flopped and got caught red-handed saying, hey, begging the Biden and Kamala Harris administration to come down and help him at the border because they're overwhelmed, to changing his tune at the DNC saying, hey, Kamala Harris has done a great job at the border. She arrests people who cross here legally. But yet she even said that she never been to the border. So clearly, they're clearly fucking lying to you people, not telling you the truth, suppressing information, censoring information, and telling you what they want you to hear. It's about time the truth came out. Also got so bad that Vivek Ramaswamy, who is not the mayor of Springfield, had to come in and talk to the Springfield, Ohio residents to address the migrant problem. He is doing what Rob Rue's job should be doing. He is doing the mayor's job better than the mayor's job is doing it himself. Had to come in. You mean to tell me a former presidential candidate on the Republican side had to come in and help address the Springfield, Ohio residents' migrants problems? That speaks volume of the shit that is going on right now in the current state of the United States. And we're only just 2 months away from the election. This is going to be the most important election of our lifetime. Whether you like Trump or not, that's not the debate, that's not the discussion right here. Because guess what? A lot of you people go to work, hate your boss, but you still go to work, right? Your boss cuts your checks, helps you put food on the table, roof over your head, clothes on your backs. This election has never will be about morality. Oh, I don't like the way Trump says certain things. Neither do I, but guess what? I think he's a better presidential choice for Kamala Harris. I'm voting for who is going to be the better choice for the entire country. Not my feelings, but the better choice for the entire country. Again, I am no fan of Donald Trump. I have made that profoundly clear, but he is a better presidential candidate than Kamala Harris, who has continually lied to the American people, who has had the mainstream media behind her, who the mainstream media has to cover up her lies, who the mainstream media even deleted a lot of negative information that was against her. How so? That sounds like election interference to me. All these candidates that come out here that you people vote are never going to be perfect. They're never going to be 100%, the holy God or whatnot. There's going to be some things that you completely disagree with them, and that's fine. But the most important issues right now that are hurting a mass majority of the American public is the economy and the border crisis. And those two have been made worse under Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. And the fact that the current VP who's sitting in office is going to tell you she's going to make things better when she co-signed all of Biden's policies that make things worse is laughable to me. Just goes to show you how low of an IQ level we have as a nation, and this is why we need Trump in office to help make things a little bit better. Not saying he's going to be the fix, but at least he could be the start to making shit better. Maybe in 2028 we will have better presidential candidates, but for right now, the shit that we have been given because of you people's votes and because of the politicians always like to lie, these are the two people that we have to vote for, whether you like it or not. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Do you agree, disagree with my commentary? Leave a comment down below, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.